Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of Insight. I am your host, Ryan Fox. Today's topic, shopping and travel. Now, when it actually comes to shopping, I actually have to walk up and down every single aisle until I find what I need. Now, I'm actually looking for a regular and a slotted spoon, and then I need to get some laundry soap. So I'm gonna walk up and down every single aisle until I find what I need. So this is gonna be a fun day. As you can see, plenty of exercise. So I've actually found the cooking aisle. I'm actually all the way on the other end of the store now. So I had to go up and down every single aisle until I got over here. I'm just hoping that I can find cookware, because there are baking pans back there. Now I just need to look for spoons. And I found them. I actually had to ask for help, and they're actually on the side wall. And this is the front of the grocery store, and I had so much trouble trying to find this, but I'm so glad I did. Okay, so now that I found my spoons, I can actually now go and find laundry soap. Once I have that, I'm all done. Okay, so I got what I needed. And I'm actually on my way home now, which is a bit of a walk. Now, I believe it was my first YouTube video where I showed all the different canes that's available, and the different kind of tips that they use. Oh, that's water. But I never really showed you how a blind cane is used. Now, basically, if you imagine when you're walking, your feet are going left, right, where every time your foot goes out, the cane would go on the opposite side of your foot. So if your right foot was out, the cane would be on the left. And if your left foot went out, the cane would be on the right. And basically it alternates. As you can see in my cane going back and forth. I don't know if you can see my feet. If you can, that's wonderful. And basically my cane is just going to tell me if there is an obstruction in the way, or if there's a step. Not only that, but it actually warns drivers of my presence. Now, that doesn't mean that all drivers are going to see it. Well, technically they see it, but I don't think they really know what it means, because sometimes they just drive right on through. They don't stop for me even though I have the right. And it can be quite confusing. For example, if I'm walking in a oh, hey, there are stairs going down there. So, like, if I was walking through the parking lot, I've actually had cars literally back up into me. I cannot see reverse lights during the day, and it's so disconcerting for me to actually walk through a parking lot, because I can't see reverse lights. So if a car actually reverses into me, yeah, you can imagine. And I've actually had cars back up into me. It's not nice. I've actually had one guy say to me, "Hey, watch where you're going." And of course I had to say to him, You know, I haven't been able to see, for the last 22 years. So thanks for that. And yeah, he just looked at me like I was crazy. Huh, people, right? But I mean, there are benefits. Like when you go to Disneyland, you don't have to wait in line. You just go right through the exits and do as many rides as you want in one day. I love Disneyland. Disney World does it as well. But yeah. Now, when I'm walking around with my cane and I need to cross an intersection, they see, well, not blind people, but people seem to think that the quieter the street, the more safe it is for blind people. Well, actually, that's not true. The busier it is, the more safer it is for a blind person. And I'll tell you why. Because of the fact that if you're in an intersection and you need to cross, but there are no cars coming, you don't know if the light is green or red. So you could be crossing at a red light, and all of a sudden the car that's coming parallel to you is gonna hit you. You don't know that. Whereas the busier the street, the more chances of you hearing the traffic and when it is time for you to go. Usually, people at sight don't really take the time to really listen to their surroundings. I mean, hearing is just hearing, right? Well, for someone that's blind or visually impaired, hearing is everything. Right now, I can just hear traffic that's on my left-hand side, not on my right. Well, that's probably because I'm traveling north on the street. But when you're at an intersection, you have to listen to the traffic that's to your left and to your right. See, if I was, say, on the northeast corner, I would have to listen to the traffic that's on my left, which will be going east and west, and the traffic that's on my right, which would be going north and south. Now, I need to listen for the ones that are going north and south so that I can tell when it's time for me to go. Whereas the ones going east and west, I definitely don't want to go because I know that they're either turning around the corner or they're actually just going straight ahead on the road. And I know that if I step off the curb, I'm going to get hit by a speeding thing of metal, which is not good. Now, for me to know if it's time for me to go, there are two ways. One, if the intersection has a beeping light, that helps immensely. However, if I'm at a light that does not have a beeper, then I have to listen to the traffic. Now, usually, how the traffic works here is when the light turns green, basically the traffic that's traveling south can turn east. But if it comes to a point where I'm actually hearing the traffic that's south of me coming north, that is time for me to go because they're not allowed to turn left or right. Basically, they have to travel north. And that would tell me when it's time to go. And I'll do another video on that to show you how I cross streets. But hopefully that gives you some sort of an idea. Now, one thing that I don't like about walking up and down these sidewalks are bikers. You know, people that ride bicycles. Mostly the reason being is because I can't see them until it's too late. And basically, bikers, they actually need to yield to pedestrians, not the other way around. And, you know, my situation, I'm blind. I can't see them. So technically, by law, they have to yield to me. In some cases, it's the other way around. If you're not blind, you know, you see the bike coming, you step to the side, let them pass, and then you go on. But I can't do that. And the reason I hit it is because I get yelled at. And then I mention, hey, I'm blind. And I either get one of two reactions. Oh, I'm sorry. Or, yeah, well, you should look out next time. And I'm like, well, how can I do that if I can't see? That's ridiculous. It's crazy. Anyway, I still have quite a ways to go before I actually get to my street. But I will let you guys know when I get there. And of course, I'm actually just walking back to my house, which is right over here. Yep, this is it. And I'll catch you guys in a bit. Well, I did make it home, and that is actually all the time we have for episode 9 of Insights. I certainly hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button. Also, comment. If you have any questions, just leave the question in the comment section down below, and I will answer it in the best way I can. And also, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Again, I am your host, Ryan Fox, hoping that you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.